been a pretty productive couple of days on the trail. What'll it be? A mountain bike loop at home. We've been doing a fair bit of work on a particular jump, a new jump that we've just included. Kind of came out of nowhere. We were talking about adjusting one part of the trail and then ended up doing something completely different and working in a jump that I think will be really fun, really flowy, and we've kind of incorporated part of the existing land, so it didn't actually take that long to do. The first step was to dig out and collect enough clay dirt in one spot so we could build the main jump. Once we got the shape of the main jump pretty much down, we then started to dig a trail into the jump so we've got something to lead into it. This takes some time because the grass around there was pretty thick, quite hard to dig out. So halfway through the build of this jump, we had a bit of a shock ending to the day when Sam came off quite badly. His bike gave way, lost the front wheel, and he had quite a bad crash. And we were a little bit concerned for him there for a while, so we called the ambulance to get him checked out. They took him in to have an x-ray and all was good. He's at home mending now. So although he had a pretty bad fall, we were quite worried for him, but he's bounced back really well. It's not the first time Sam's been to hospital for falling off something, and guarantee it won't be the last. So now we've got the main jump, we need to start trimming all the edges and basically making it look a bit more like a proper ramp. So lots of adjusting goes on as well as you walk around and have a look at the line and ride it a couple of times to see what works and what doesn't. So then you come back with a shovel and dig out extra bits and make the entry a bit smoother, and just basically adjust on the fly. So the trusty shovel is the #1 trail building tool at What'll It Be. It's dug out 99% of the whole loop here at home. So as Isaac is the main trail rider, as he's out here probably more than anyone else, he needed his own line because he couldn't clear the whole lot, so we made him his own little Isaac line. So he comes off the main ramp and then lands on his own little landing that all of us should be able to clear and not land on his landing. So that's just for him. He goes over the little gap that we're clearing out there and lands on the ramp. So this is Will hard at work digging out the landing. We wanted to keep the landing how it was originally, but after riding it a few times, you could tell that it needed to be dug out a little bit just to make the flow from the big jump down to the landing much smoother.
This is my Easter Bunny drawing.
So back to the build, we are patting, smoothing, compacting and repeat until you get a nice smooth surface to jump and launch from. And the same goes for the landing. The very first bit of trail was dug out way back in 2014. Since then, the shovel has got so much use digging trails that it's got a significant groove worn in it. When you make your own features at home for your own trail, it really makes you appreciate all of the hard work and effort that goes into a public bike park. Okay, so here we go with a bit of a walkthrough of the new trail, the new feature, the jump, the main jump there, all been smoothed out, looking pretty nice. Has a little gap after it where we filled in with rocks, but still can let water through, so drainage is pretty good. And then on the other side of that is little line for Isaac to ride, so he can easily jump over that little gap onto that smaller ramp and then down the hill. The rest of us try and jump the whole lot and land down here on this landing. And then that landing will eventually be going into a trail where we'll have a berm somewhere there. And then we'll do a sharp right into another berm somewhere there, which will eventually turn onto the existing trail and head down the hill onto the jump. Time to test it out. As is always the case when jumping on a mountain bike, you feel like you're jumping so much higher than you actually are. If you're into mountain biking and trail building is right up your alley, we'll be continuing our line from the new jump down the hill and adding a lot more features throughout what'll it be mountain bike track. So be sure not to miss any future videos.
Please leave a like and subscribe.